the special edition of the Family Clinic podcast with Pedro.
The time is now. There are women who commit suicide because of cheating.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is with great honor that we welcome the founder of Family Clinic Podcast, Mr. Pedro Udaya. This is Family Clinic, the podcast with Pedro.
Kindly rise as we make welcome the number one relationship therapist in Asaba. Give it up for Coach Pedro Udaya. Come on, you can do better than that. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Wow. I have mighty speakers. Please trust me. Don't be in a hurry to leave. We're going to enjoy ourselves tonight. So we're just going to start from this. I think I'm going to direct it first to Chidima. I got a call from someone, which I think I said that before. And she said she got married to a man, I think 3 years now. And then the man said he wants to take a second wife. And she said she cannot deal with that. And then the man gave her an option. The only way I can allow this marriage with you alone is that anytime I require threesome, it will be permitted with you. And now, the woman at this point, she's confused. She doesn't know what to do. So what do you think? Can you share with us?
I think the reason for her confusion is that she may not understand. I'm not blaming her. I'm just saying this to lay a premise. There is a reason for marriage. Somebody said something there that relationship was God's design. Marriage is God's design, as is many things in the world today. But why we keep having issues is that we're running away from the source of everything, and that's God. So she's confused because she thinks that she still has a home to protect. Somebody is telling you, I want to break a covenant that I have with you. Marriage is a covenant.
Yeah.
And so there's no confusion there. She just has to ask, am I willing to break the covenant, or will I continue in this, whatever it is they would now be in? Because once somebody else comes in, the marriage is over. Marriage is between two persons that have come together to be one and God. So it's a two-way street, both of them as one flesh and God. Having to bring someone else means that they are breaking up that bond, and there is no marriage, if you ask me, so there's no confusion there.
Wow. Okay. I would like to direct this to Adora. Adora, what do you have to say about it?
Marriage is actually a very beautiful thing. I'm a very big fan of marriage and a working marriage. But having to bring in a third party, if you love someone, you don't want to share them. So why would I want to share my husband with another woman? And this is a condition for me to remain married. It's actually a very difficult one. And as a Christian, you go to God in prayers, because it's only prayer that can solve this. You don't want to walk out of the marriage because it's for better, for worse.
Yeah.
But in this situation, it's a very dicey one. You want to remain married with a condition that you have to share me with another woman. He's taking the wife. He's not just taking the wife. He's asking for threesome. That means anytime I want to make out with you, it has to be an extra person. So it's a very difficult one. And for me, it's only God that can solve that situation.
Okay, so I'd like to, Nomsi, what do you think? Do you think the woman should still stay or go for a divorce? What do you think?
All right, thank you, Mr. Pedro. I said, it is a lie from the abolished life. This is a lie from the abolished life. And they have 1,001 ways to ask a woman out of your home. I think this is one of the major strategies. There is no way you will tell your wife, who you have a covenant with before God, legally married, that you want to have another wife or another woman attached to you. you on bed if you want to make out to her. So this means the feeling is dead on arrival. So it obviously means that there's no marriage again in between. So everybody should just cross the bound and then move on. That's what I have to say.
All right, Mr. Bao, I think you have something to say.
Yeah, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Someone said, I think it was you, that, people get married, they don't, or rather, marriage was instituted by God, and people don't bother to go find out what was written or how it's supposed to be. Because, for me, that's a no-no. Because, the vows have been taken, it's one man, one wife. If you are insisting that each time you want to have sex, or whenever you want you to have sex with your wife, someone else has to be there, then that marriage, that foundation was faulty from the start, and it cannot stand. I pity the woman because she may be helpless in that marriage. It's bad enough that your husband has to cheat, then bring it to your face, or maybe watch him go with another woman. It's trauma, if you ask me. So for me, I think she should pray about it, take him to maybe a counselor, a pastor or something, to try to talk to the husband about it. But if he insists, well, I think if she decides to break it up, she's totally justified, if you ask me. Yeah.
Okay, so do anybody have to say that? Let's go to the audience. Anybody has anything to say? Okay, you want to, okay.
We spoke morally with the fear of God, and then let's now let's point is blank. Yeah,
Yes.
Now we are talking about pleasure satisfaction. There are people who don't get satisfied with one woman. Do you understand what I'm saying now?
Yeah.
I just gave you the first reason on God's sake.
Yes.
Now let's just say God out of this morally. Let's just be
raw. Yes.
Okay. Now there are some men. It has been happening. Probably you're just getting the first information. There are some people that when they want to go crazy, they want to do things that are unimaginable, and that is how they satisfies their craving. That is their urge sexually. So now that man is asking for another woman to help him complete that satisfaction in that pleasure sexually. And then for him to have come up with this, believe you me, this has been going on before now, you may not know. So you are just knowing it for the first time because maybe it's actually now going out of hand. And they're not calling you the family doctor. Please come in and see what is happening. But for real, if you just go deep or more deep, you understand that it has been happening, and then at some point it has gotten out of hand, then they need your assistance or advice.
Wow.
Sorry, I just want to say something. Yeah,
okay.
add something. That man is actually expelling a part of his dysfunctionality. The married man that wants to bring in a third person, there's nothing that woman can do in that situation. That's why I didn't even talk about prayer and everything. The foundation of the man is shaking. He has a fundamental problem, and he thinks that sex is going to help to cure whatever it is that is wrong with him. It's not going to work. If he wants to have a 10 sum, he will still not be okay. So he needs to do an inner work within him. And for heaven's sake, is that all he came to do in this life? He hasn't found the purpose yet. So he is expelling a dysfunctional part of himself, and he wants the woman to be the one to bear that thing for life. It's, for me, Dr. Ambassador Val said is traumatizing for the lady. I totally agree. And this is going to continue in circles for her for as long as she remains there. There's no ending. And by the time she picks up herself to want to go, she realizes that she's been broken beyond recognition. So there's nothing to do there.
So are we saying that she shouldn't settle for such?
Yeah, she shouldn't.
Can I also say something? I think from beginning of this relationship, she failed. Because that attitude didn't just start overnight. For a man who is fantasizing or craving to have threesome didn't just wake up and start it. Do you understand? So I feel, that's why even though cohabiting is wrong, sometimes it helps you identify or know some certain things about the spouse or the person you're going to end up with.
Okay, sorry, I was going to say something from another angle, okay?
Okay.
Apparently, for this lady, she's not into that. But I'm very sure there are some couples who both enjoy such scenarios, who request, or maybe they've talked about it.
Really?
Yeah, let's swing this way, let's swing this way, and all of that. Morally, spiritually, and all that is very wrong. But some of them do it as spice in their marriage, and it works for them. At the end of the day, when we get to heaven, at the judgment day, we'll now know whether
We'll discover.
they go open door for them or they go close door. But it's like spiritually and morally is wrong. But for this woman, she's crying out because that's not her thing. She's probably not attracted to another woman. Or maybe even if she's probably not. But even if she is, she just doesn't want to see her husband go at another woman because that's going to be something she's going to, live with and probably can't deal with. So
Okay, I think we need to hear from the audience.
The
Anybody
thing
have any-
is, the
okay.
moment she says, bring in a man, let the condition be that it has to be a man. The man would never suggest such again. Yes.
Okay, so let's move to the audience. Please, where's the mic?
All right. So it's just a very quick point I want to make. And I'm not married, so I don't have an idea. And I've never been in a relationship where my partner wants threesome. But I want us to understand that whatever signs we see in the relationship, the wonders must be seen in marriage. So we have to just watch out for these signs. He might not, in the relationship, he might not tell you he wants threesome, but he might be someone who is addicted to going out, to sleeping out, doing things that are, like Pastor Pedro said sometime earlier, that he met a girl who loves to party and all whatnot. He saw the signs. She might not be into it, but she might be in a space where people are into it. And she will come back to her partner and say, baby, can we try this? So all those things are signs that you should not even, what you see in your relationship, don't just prepare your mind to see worse in your marriage. Thank you.
Thank you. Anybody has any other thing to say? Okay, please, can you get the mic to her?
Okay, thank you all. But my question is, when did that word self-discipline comes in? Because if we talk about satisfaction, they have, we all know about up to 72 Kama Sutra styles. Yes, there is a novel like that. So when we talk about satisfaction,
It is 72.
you can't actually go with only threesome. If you are talking about the lady opting for going in for the threesome, she will see wonders. She will die. Because the man will even bring more than the 72 styles. So I'm going to say she should opt out from the marriage. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay.
Okay, thank you. I would like to share my thoughts. If I'm to advise, I would say she should opt out of the marriage because I think that the man is either the man is done with the relationship with her and he's just coming up with something like just an excuse for her to either choose. But if she wants to stay, she should ask herself, because it's not just the threesome. After the threesome, what more? Can she stretch to that? So if she respects herself enough, I think she should opt out.
Wow. Okay. Please get the mic to her, please.
Wait.
Sorry, I'm asking a question. The lady in question,
Okay.
did she have this conversation with the husband before marriage, or did this just come up along line?
Along the line.
Along the
they
line.
didn't discuss it.
Okay, if he came up along the line, honestly, I believe the guy was tired, or there was something about him she did not see or discover, because I don't know how she's going to cope mentally if she's not that kind of person. And this kind of men, I don't know, I would call this a deceit. If you know you're wired in a particular way, there are people like you out there. I don't know why you go for the decent or very, do you understand?
Yes.
And get to want to introduce
Yeah.
them to a life they never experienced.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
So you should go for people that are crazy like you.
Honestly, that lady should work out for the sake of her mental health. That's it for me.
Okay. Okay, please, can we give her?
Thank you so much, sir. The thing is that this marriage we are talking about, I don't know how we see it, but I don't think it's a do or die affair. Yes. From the beginning, if a man has the plan of bringing in more women to his home, this is Africa. It's welcome. Even in the Bible, in the Old Testament, so many prophets, so many great prophets, they married more than one wife. And they did well. And till today, we still declare them saints. If you want to marry more than one wife, let your first wife know before the marriage. As an Igbo man, Nkiru, please, I love you. But in the nearest future, there are possibility of me taking another wife. She will have that in her mind before entering the marriage. But when the marriage is already existing, and you come to tell the lady, an innocent lady, that you want to bring in another wife, and putting it, not just bringing in another wife, but bringing in another wife for bedmetic experiment like threesome. Just pack your bag and go back to your father's house.
All right, thank you so much. Can we respond to what they are saying?
In this particular situation or case now, it is very difficult for her to stand up and say, I want to leave, because she is living with little or nothing. So that is why I said the case is very complex on her side. So if it was the man that said, I want to divorce, she comes, she has a lot of benefits. Okay, you go to welfare, a lot of benefits come to you and your children. You go home and train your children yourself. But now she's requesting for divorce. That is going to be a little bit difficult for her to survive for the longest.
Okay, I think from your opinion, everyone here, I think you're right from what you said. But I think that, like you said, is from the foundation. When you meet a man or you meet a lady, first of all, you must know, from your conversations over time, you can be able to pick what this man can even do, what this lady can do with you in that marriage. So, no, that's the truth. Because most times when we meet ourselves, there are things you say to me, I can be able to tell myself that this place I'm going, I am an accident going somewhere to happen with this man.
Yes, what if I was pretending along that line of relationship?
There is no how you are going to pretend to someone that is sensitive enough.
No, the thing is, if I may,
women can pretend with you under the same roof for 3 years. So what are you saying? So you can go along to pretend. So
Okay.
the wrong guy, so nobody can be able to find out your fault until you guys now come together legally as husband and wife. Then everything done.
Okay, let's hear from her. She want to say something.
no, okay. So the thing is, before the mic gets to her, there's something we are not getting right when it comes to marriage and relationship. There is no pairing with someone if you haven't yet found yourself. There is a place of, thank you, there is a place of self-awareness before you start to merge with people. And frankly speaking, the reason we're having lots of people divorce is that we get into marriage without knowing who we are, only to get in there and understand that I don't even know who this person is because you don't know yourself. And it goes back to what I was saying. There is no knowing yourself fully without knowing your source and your maker. So we have to come to a place as a people where we are in love with ourselves, understand what it is you can, give in a marriage. Because the thing is, we go into marriage thinking we are going there to take something. oh, I want a man that can provide for me, do this for me, and do that for me. But it's not like that. You are going into marriage to give yourself in service to another person. And that person is also coming into the marriage to give themselves in service to you.
Okay, why did we get married, or why did I get married to her? Okay, first of all, like when the singles were talking about attraction, let's not deceive ourselves. Nobody carries a vision, and walks around. Yeah. So,
you have delivered you good.
Yes. When I came to Asaba in 2005. I was posted to Diamond Bank. That was my first job. 2 years later, I remember the very first day she walked through the door of the bank as a new staff. I can still remember what she was wearing and all of that. Yeah, Yeah, for real. Then, something, my friend called me, say, man, you get one chick, we just resume for your bank. Oh. I see him. I see him, So we started, we became friends and all of that. But while we were cutting, I had a girlfriend then, oh. Yeah, but while we were cutting, I could see her. I worked with her in the same office. Yeah. So I saw her drive. I saw her morals. I saw, up close, I saw a lot of things. And I'm like, yes, this is someone I can be with. I was still confused though. We know why, because I had somebody already. But this is a time thing. Yeah. A decision of a lifetime. So prayerfully, I went to God with it. I fasted. I drove from Asaba to Canaan land in Ota. I was there for 1 week. I was praying and fasting. God, what should I do? What should I do? Well, today we can see what God has done.
Wow.
And let me tell you something. Wow. Let me tell you something. Because of the kind of person she is, very industrious, very, go-getting and all of that, we built our first house before we even got married.
Wow.
Yes. We were not married then. Nobody knew what was going to happen. Okay, supposing he dumps me tomorrow, or supposing she dumps me. But we built our first house.
Did you partner together?
Yeah. Of course. We've always partnered. All our businesses, we are both partners in the business and everything. Wow. As a matter of fact, this hotel, I can tell you that she worked 10 times harder than I did.
Wow.
And I could sleep and relax because I knew she was capable.
Now, sorry, you see, please pay attention.
Yeah.
The wrong narrative has been spreading now. Listen to the one that are succeeding. Please go ahead, sir.
She career-wise, she's doing very well. At home, financially, everything. So, and she had this vision for this hotel.
Wow.
So I totally, as a man, I'll be like, no, don't worry. Okay, leave it for me. But no. She interpreted this vision to what you are seeing here today.
Wow.
Yeah, she always had that passion about hospitality. So she was working hand in hand with the engineers, with every department, and I was very confident knowing that when I go, work is going on and she's doing very well. So that's how we've been. We've always been partners.
Okay, I like you.
From the beginning.
Can you give us some? Be specific to say this XYZ is what I saw in her.
Okay, I saw a good manager. Financially, if a good finance manager, and someone who also could, she loved me. That goes without saying, But then also with people too, I could see how she could interact with people, how people get to love her. She's more outgoing than I am. Not in terms of like going out and out, but in terms of interacting with people. I could come to my office, I just walk through the door, staff are greeting me, good morning, sir, good morning, sir, good morning, good morning, good morning. I just go up and I stay. But she's the kind of person that will come down, interact with them, laugh with them, in a place of work, people around. So she's been like that. So I saw those things and I had to tell myself, Omo, you have to follow who no road. Yeah, because
okay. I'm going to come back to you shortly. Let me go to your wife. I know you have a lot to say. Please, I want you to inspire us. I want you to tell us more about you, your inspiration. How did you get to meet him, and how has it been meeting with him, the career, the marriage, being able to sustain the career financially? Please tell us a story.
Ambassador Dr. Valentine Chukwuma. Like he said, we met in Diamond Bank. The same way when he saw me, he said, when I saw him, I said, Omo, this guy is fine. This guy is, my husband no fine again now. He's so fine. I remember, like the same way he remembered what I was wearing, I remember him on a white shirt and a black trousers. I said to myself, I'm going to have something to do with this guy. So, life now happens. Yes, I had a relationship. I had somebody who was also all over me, giving me heaven and earth and all of that. But I wasn't seeing that guy. I was always thinking about Valentine Chukwuma. I come to office, I just go and peep in his office. I want to see him. That office love, sneaking and all of that. So, one day, a staff had a party. That was the first time I kissed my husband. In that party, he came with, I came with my boyfriend. He came alone. So on the dance floor, I left the guy and I was with him dancing, and the next thing, something happened. So that night I got home, I kept thinking about him. I was just thinking, that was the days of BlackBerry, right? So we got chatting, exchanging messages and all of that. Even when the both parents were saying, no, this marriage wasn't going to work, I saw something. I saw a man I am going to build with. I saw a man who had fear of God. I saw a man who is homely, a family man. For anybody who knows, nobody is perfect. We have our differences, we have our quarrels, but I can categorically tell you that I married a good man, and that is why the marriage is working. I'm a business leader, I'm an entrepreneur, I work so hard, but all those things, like I always say to people, I drop them at the gates when I'm coming back home. I love my husband so much that I don't carry him. I say it. I don't carry my husband on my shoulder. I carry him here. I carry him with so much pride because he has supported me. He's a man who has given me wings to fly. When you say, oh, baby, there is a business here, we go. We do that together. We do virtually everything together. As Tribeca is receiving a lot, as I'm receiving, he's receiving. We do everything together. We plan together, we grow, we do businesses together, everything, and it's been working for us. I actually met him in Diamond Bank.
Okay, I'm not done with the both of you. I'm going to come back to you, but I want to ask straight this question to Chidima. Should couple create boundaries and privacies? Please, can you tell us?
So, it's not working yet. So I think that we are hearing from a living, walking example. And if you hear what they are saying, or if you hear what they are not saying, they don't have privacy and boundaries. I don't understand why a couple will want to create, what kind of boundaries are you creating? What privacy are you trying to have? Now, it doesn't go to, it's okay for you to know this person, that I know what this person likes and what this person doesn't like. And respect comes when you don't do what they don't like, and when you constantly do what they like to, serve them and make them happy. But in all these things they say on social media, why are you going through your husband's phone? Why wouldn't you go through your husband's phone? If an emergency happens, you're the ambulance that your husband should have. So why can't you have access to your husband's phone? So there is no, for me, if you want if a marriage is going to be successful, if two people know why they are married and if they are working together towards their common goal, right, there shouldn't be anything called privacy and boundaries.
Wow. Do you agree? Please, can you say something about this? I think, do you agree?
Say something
Go
about
ahead.
it. Yes, I agree to some extent when it comes to the phone matter. if you know your spouse, you understand the kind of person your spouse is, there are things to avoid. If you know that you have a very jealous wife, honestly, I advise that you privatize your phone. Somebody like me, who is a very jealous person, I might see an innocent message like, "Oh, how are you, my darling?" I am reading meaning to it, and I'm going to take it extreme. So I can categorically tell you that for me to enjoy the peace in my home, my marriage, because I know my husband is going, he go nowhere. We are here together, we die together. So why go through? Because I know who I am. If I see those, if I go to his phone, I see an innocent message. I mean innocent. When you see those ones that, oh, okay, he actually had something to do with this person, you will know. But to me, I will read meaning into just salutation, hello. So I avoid going to that phone. We don't go to each other's phone. That's the truth.
Wow.
And we're enjoying peace.
Wow. Okay. I'd like to continue with you now.
Okay.
I'd like you to tell us more about the both of you. Tell us, how do you balance, because, okay, let me just give this. I have a client that the challenge is, why are you a ninth person? Why don't you want to stay at home with your wife? Why do you like to party every night? Why do you like to go out with your friends? This has been an issue. So I want to ask you, how do you balance these things between yourself and your wife? How do you guys balance it?
Okay. Okay. During courtship, you get to know each other. Are you an outing type? Do you like to hang out at night? Do you club all the time? Well, I thank God from the beginning. I've never been that kind of person. I can go out once in a while and chill with my friends or hang out, or maybe even go to the club. Maybe someone celebrates and invites me over, but it's not a regular thing. And I thank God that over the years, I've not changed. I've not been able to acquire that taste of every time going out and all.
Yeah.
I'm very domesticated. I like being at home. I'm a do-it-yourself kind of person. So, and she also has been, like that too. You heard her say she's a branch leader where she works, but when she comes back home, she leaves all of that. She's the head in her office, but when it comes to the house, she knows her role. She knows what she's to do. I'm also not a very demanding person. I won't be like, hey, I have to eat fresh food every day. You have to be the one to serve me food every day. You need to wash my clothes. Like I said, I'm a do-it-yourself kind of. In all our years of marriage, she has not washed my clothes, not for one day.
Wow.
She's here. I either do it myself. Well, these days we have washing machines. I have one in my bathroom. I can just load in my clothes there. When they wash, I can hang it. I don't disturb her with that. She's also a busy woman. Like you said, she has value. She's the other things for her to worry about. The little things, I don't bother. Like my little boy, the last born at home, I wake up, I bathe him for school. I bathe him and prepare. He's 6 years old today. I bathe him. Why? I enjoy it. Not because she can't do it, but I just enjoy it. Like, so I'm a domesticated person. And somehow we've been able to, our marriage has worked out over the years because, one, there's the fear of God there, and our vision and goals have been able to align, thank God.
Yeah. Results
Are showing. So what else am I actually looking for? What am I looking for outside, or what's she looking for, outside? The temptations are there. Let's face the facts. You go out every day, maybe you get compliments or somebody luckily I'm a man, and in our society we are the ones that have to do the chasing. But she's a woman too. So, and men, sometimes she comes home, she tells me that almost see who toasted her or see who compliments her. I just laugh over it. But I can't come and tell her that one.
Okay, I'm going to get back to you.
No. Okay, so I just leave all those things.
Nomsi, how do we balance when you're married and then probably your spouse is complaining that you keep being late nights? Do you sacrifice that late nights to keep your marriage, or do you rather tell her that you are the head and you decide what happens?
Well, in marriages there are do's and don'ts.
That is why we set boundaries. And then often at times you need to bend your rules to keep your home. So if the piece of your home is going to be by cutting out, staying late nights, you're going to keep the piece of your home, then you begin to adjust to it. Even if you must have gotten too used to it. Of course, I love night lives more than daytimes.
Yeah.
So I love to go out in the nights, come back probably 12, 1, 2 a.m. It's been like that over time. So, but since I got married, there are a level of hours I can't stay out late anymore. Because now in the morning, the kids will go to school. Then imagine me going out, let's say I left my house 6 p.m., then coming home 1 a.m., they're sleeping, then I'll be sleeping, they're going to school. Probably if I do that straight 6 months, 1 year, they might not know me as their dad anymore. So what will I do in that point? I would just adjust my stay out time at night just to grow with my family and have more time with them. So in this context, I can probably adjust my time of staying out late just to make my family or my home be at peace.
Wow. I want to ask Chidima, can one divorce on the basis of cheating?
Okay, so now the thing is it perpetual cheating, or it was, in Igbo we say mehi. Mehi.
Yes.
That's misstepping. You trespassed and you came back again. So if you have a spouse, we can hear. I'm making reference to them because we are all hearing what they are saying.
Yeah.
So we can hear them say, "Oh, I obviously, just to chip into what the last question you asked, they enjoy each other's company, which is something you have to, because if you enjoy your spouse's company, what are you looking for outside at night? That's that by the side. But so if they are building something, they have a solid marriage, and something happens, somebody compliments somebody at work, the building project is going on, everybody is so busy, and for some reason there's some kind of, first of all, such marriages you would never cheat to what you'll be calling cheating is they peck my neck, they kiss me. It's not like everybody will go and strip and do the thing. So if that sort of thing happens, already they have an open communication. So she comes home to say, oh, somebody toasted me. So if such a thing, before they will get to that point of cheating, I mean the one we all know as cheating, because their gateway is open, something would have been caught. Like it won't get to that extent. So, but if it now gets to that extent on a marriage that is working, both of you have been over the years building something, and someone missteps and comes home to say, I did this, I'm sorry, and there is reconciliation, and there is healing, and there is the trust has been broken.
Okay, sorry. What when you know that? Because there's the African mindset say is in the man's nature to cheat, and is a consistent thing. Should you quit or remain there to manage him?
It boils down to
as the man, should you quit?
It boils down to,
as the lady, should you quit if you know that your husband cheats? Yes, and not like it's just.
So for me, I think it boils down to self-awareness. You have to know what you can tolerate as a person. Some people wouldn't mind if you would know yourself. So I've met someone that says, nothing will make me be a divorced person, no matter what happens in my marriage. There are people that have that understanding. But there are also people who understand themselves so much that they know that I can't do this. I can't live this life. And so if you understand yourself before getting married, when you see things in the marriage, you would know exactly how to manage them. If you're the kind of person that can tolerate a cheating spouse till death do you both, you go ahead. But if you're the kind of person that cannot tolerate, then you already know what your answer is.
Okay. Can you stay or you go? Hey, let's be real. Can you stay or you go?
I will stay.
You will stay.
Cheating is different from domestic violence. Yes. You need to sit down with your husband and understand why he is a perpetual cheat. There is something you are not doing right. Except it's somebody who likes sex and enjoys sex that he cannot stay or go one day without sex. So you need to understand what is the reason. Why is my husband always cheating? What am I not doing right? Have I left myself? Am I no longer attractive or attracted to my husband? Before you leave. Then if you're able to have this discussion with your husband and nothing was done or he continued, I don't know, you can leave. Honestly. Okay. Because for me, I don't want to share my husband. You heard him when he said he can't say the same to me when he comes home to say somebody complimented him. That means we will carry face for 1 month. So cheating is something I don't want to, nobody wants to tolerate if you actually love the person. Some people don't care. That's the truth. They don't care if they are married to somebody who is cheating, as long as you're providing for them. As long as you're paying their bills, they will remain in the marriage. But for a woman who knows her worth, what she wants, she won't take it.
Okay, she will go to her father's house. This way. I want to ask him, lest the reverse be the case. If it's the woman that cheats, will you stay or go? Let's be real. Let's be real.
Yeah, let's be real, okay? Okay, I'll speak from my own personal experience, from my marriage, from her, not just like generally.
Yeah.
Okay, I know deep down inside that I married a very good woman, a virtuous woman, a righteous woman.
Yes.
She's not perfect, okay?
Yeah.
But I know that when it comes to that aspect, I can trust her. Okay? Then it happens that one day I catch her or someone sees her. That's not going to make me leave at all. It will hurt me. Let me not lie to you, man. As a guy, when men cheat and when women cheat, they're two different things.
How?
Totally.
This is the problem. How?
Well,
how?
They're two different things.
Hold on. Now let's go to the crowd. I need somebody to say, please give him the mic. Give him the mic. Give him the mic. Because I'll come back to him. I will come back to him. Please, I'll come back to him. This is the problem we are having. There is no difference, sir. Oh yeah. Let's have a conversation.
All right. Me personally,
okay,
it's a different ball game now because men are. I'm trying to be real. Men are, what should I put it, more logical, right?
Okay.
Women are more emotional.
Okay.
Now, a man can cheat with a girl and don't know her name, but a woman thinks everything through. A man can sleep with different girls and still be committed to his wife. But once a woman cheats on her husband, that person she's cheating with has more of an attention than the husband.
Wow. Fact. Is this true? I need a woman to say something. Please.
My opinion though, a man cheats, a woman cheats is both cheating. If you're a woman and you cheat on your husband, you have done something wrong. And if you're a man and you cheat on your wife, you have done something wrong. But my own kind opinion is, as a man, it is very important that we understand that coming home to tell your partner that you cheated is different from your partner suspecting you and then investigating you and finding out that you cheated. There's a different kind of hurt that comes with it. But if you are transparent enough to talk to your partner about whatever sin you have committed, it helps.
Men don't give in. Men don't give in.
It helps to keep your. You can be telling a man that I saw your chat with Amaka. Let that man tell you that Amaka is Theophilus.
Yeah, it's like this. It's like you are relating.
and you'll be trying to know the truth, but the man will still keep. That's where it hurts the women the most. That's where women want to give up on their relationship because they have investigated. They are very sure that you are cheating, but yet you're not saying the truth.
Okay,
that's where it affects us.
We're gonna come back. Let me hear what Nomsi has to say. We'll come back to you.
I want to second what Ambassador Val said, that men and women cheating are two different things. They are not the same thing.
Okay.
Now, people are talking about emotions and feelings. Let me be ironical a little bit. women have a lot of things to protect. And when you have a lot of things to protect and you lose them all at once, you feel, like, how will you feel? We literally have one thing to protect. Women who have one thing to protect. Women have a lot of.
Please say. Be specific.
I said I want to be ironical.
No,
don't make me go too far.
Go deeper. Go deeper. Say it. Let's.
Now, hold on. Now, I will talk about that one in the darker room. So, now,
say the way it is. I mean, we are not.
So no, see, Mr. Pedro. Let's just be very honest. Of course, nobody is perfect to cheat, or nobody has any moral justification to cover up cheating.
Quite all right.
Both genders, when you cheat, you've cheated.
Yeah.
But we feel more hurt when our wives cheat. We feel more hurt because we see the women as our gold, like as our diamond, as our investment. Then how do you try to be a nigga and then I F your wife? Have you not heard that line?
Yeah.
So how do you feel when you hear that kind of a thing? That means like you're nobody now. Do you understand? Now, it's easy for a woman to know that, okay, my man has cheated, and then I come, or she caught me, I be like, okay, I'm sorry, look at what happened. Because the flesh is very, very uneducated.
Okay.
Our flesh is uneducated.
Okay.
So most of the times, we get misled by what we see.
Okay.
So when we find ourselves in that situation,
yes,
it apparently means that, please just forgive us, we'll not go school. That is how it happened. So when we tender apologies, and
so what about the women?
No,
there's something you said. I would like somebody to go. I feel you're being reserved. There's a restriction here. What is that thing that the women has more? Okay, go ahead. Go ahead.
Now the thing is, let's talk about cheating in marriage. Let's not talk about cheating any other place. In marriage, right? This conversation is not one we like to have. Who cheats more, who's hurt more? Everybody's hurt when you cheat. Cheating is a breaking of trust. Marriage is a life-altering journey. You go on someone you trust. You can risk things you want to grow with. There's a lot of things you consider when you pick a partner. And then you pick that person only to realize that they've chosen someone else, because that's what cheating is. You've chosen to give your flesh to someone else, right? And so where are we now going on that journey? You left me to go be with someone else. So what's happening to us? And we're talking about a perpetual cheat.
Yeah.
There is no coming back from that. Even when a woman tolerates you for life, there is no coming back from the fact that you cheated. She will never forget that.
Okay, I'll come back to you. Please, I would like Ambassador Val to define the difference between when a man cheats and when a woman cheats.
All right. So let's just listen to this, okay? Now, like she said, let's talk about cheating in marriage.
Yeah.
As a man, you go out, you marry your wife, you give her everything, you try to make her comfortable, you provide. She looks good when she goes out, or when you go out together or alone, people compliment her. It does something for your ego. You feel like you're doing something right. Now, think about a married woman now who has everything.
Yeah.
Then you will not hear that she cheated. Women don't move like men. I'm a man now.
Yeah.
I could be with my friends, get up, go to that convenience, try to ease myself. I see a fine chick like that. I'm like, hey, I slip my card to her. Maybe later that night, I see her somewhere else, I call her and she comes out. We could just stay under the tree or by the car and have a quick one. A woman won't do that. A woman who is married too. So that means it took, in fact, they hacked your wife. Your wife was hacked, and it wasn't one day. It took time.
Are you squeezing your face?
Communication, hiding the phone, deleting chats and all of that before it got to the point. She's not a small girl. She won't go to the corner and shoot pants. And then one guy will do rubbish.
Yeah.
It will take, okay, I'll meet you in Abuja. I'll meet you in London. I'll meet you here and there. Plan. So that's like violation to your soul. As a man, they hacked your wife. So it's totally different. But yeah, but I could come home now and maybe somebody calls, hey, babe, I see your husband for one place with one girl.
Yes.
And so, the gravity is different. Let's face it. Both parties are hot, but the gravity is different.
Hold on. Val, I'm going to come to you. You have a lot to say. There are so much inside of you. Yeah. But let me take this guy's question, please. Give him the mic. I want this guy to say something he has been trying to get my attention. This is interesting.
All right. There's something I want to quickly say.
Okay.
Now, there's a popular phrase that women are the gatekeepers of sex. So that means they decide if or when sex happens. Now, going back to what he said, before a woman cheats, she has decided. In fact, it means she really likes you. She's attracted to you. And that means it counters the relationship she has with the husband. So that means she's no longer attracted to the man. And then, of course, as you as a man, the day you find out that your wife is cheating, automatically you know that you have lost your wife, your home, and everything. But on the other way around, for a woman, you know, how do I say it now? Okay, like for a man, you know, we are not invested. Like he said, it can happen, but you will never think of her. If you even forget her name, forget whatever, you will not even remember her. That's the more reason why women will tell you, I don't care if he cheats or whatever, like you, because they know it ends there. You might not even remember. But for a woman to cheat, it is well planned, emotionally invested. In fact, as a man, you have lost her.
I think, Chidima, please, I want you to do justice to what he just said, because I am not getting it. You guys are driving me off to somewhere else. When they carry me, they go where I don't know. Please.
Okay, so the thing is, it's true, right? It's true. The gravity is different. The heart is there. Women may never forget. And if you're really, we're talking about marriage. We're not talking about these ones they are doing, like a real marriage.
Yeah.
You're in this with this person for life. You're giving your all as a woman, and then you find out that the man is perpetually cheating. You know, it's not like he does it or he did it and came home and you both, wrapped that up and moved on.
Yeah.
That's what he does. It's going to break the way we are going to. We're on a journey together as husband and wife. So we are going to have, the visions will no longer be executed as planned. Let's not even deceive ourselves. The vision that we have will no longer be executed as planned. But it's true that when a man cheats,
it's different.
It's true. Like, I'm not even going to, it's true. Especially if, like he said, you're being given everything in the marriage. Women cheat because they are lacking something. That's usually the truth. Men, he said, the body, I'm trying to be really real. He said the flesh is uneducated. I like to put it this way. Men are usually just foolish boys. So men cheat because of that. The foolishness in you comes out and you want to, but you come home. But when a woman cheats, truly, she's thought it through. She has actually left you to, go do something. But I want to say here that if it is a marriage that is working, you have to understand that when that cheating has come in, we're no longer going on that journey. We've stopped somewhere. So until we are ready to continue.
Okay, thank you. Please, men, I understand everything Ambassador has said. Yeah. I understand every point. But I think from those points, whether you are the man, whether you are the woman, is the same feeling. Everybody at every point has invested in this thing. Yeah. Everybody feels same way. Never have an idea to cheat. It doesn't make sense. It breaks everybody. There are women who commit suicide because of cheating. Don't say because you are a man, this is a mentality that has been enacted into the man for a long time. And that is what we want to eradicate from your mind. We want to shape it from your mind. Don't ever come to this point where you think that because I'm a man, if I cheat, my partner will manage it. But if she does same thing, I won't take it. Please, whatever you do, consider both parties. thank you very much. We're going to wrap up this. I just want you guys to say one word to the audience, then we'll wrap.
Okay, so my word will be self-awareness. I mean, that's all I'm doing with my life. I've come to realize that if you find out who you are, even what the lady said, oh, she's scared not to divorce because there's a stigma around. If you know who you are, you're just going to say, I don't care, and you move on because you know the value you bring to the world.
Yes.
You're not bringing value to the marriage or to the man alone. You're bringing value to your world. And if you look at it from that point as a lady, you're not going to want to settle, right? And somebody said something, and I love to say this anyway. Marriage is a journey. If we are no longer going to Lagos and our car spoils at Ore, we come down and come back to Asaba. It's simple like that.
Wow,
right?
thank
Yeah,
you.
that's what. So we should get to know ourselves as ladies, especially, and enjoy the awesome person that God has created in us before we start looking for these men.
Thank you. So,
Okay. Wrapping up this whole thing, I think let's also put God first in our lives individually and also in our marriages too. The fear of God will help us, will cut us short
Restrain.
before we do some things.
Yeah.
You know, before we hurt each other, it will hold us. Even when we err and eventually maybe hurt our partners, we should come back, to Him. He's there to help. And well, I just wish everyone the best. The singles and the doubles.
Thank you.
Okay, for me, marriage is a beautiful thing. Marriage is sweet. Don't be scared of getting married. Just get married to the right partner and you will enjoy marriage. Imagine being married to someone you genuinely love, someone you're building together. You have no reason to regret. You have no reason to feel depressed or go into frustration. So marriage is a beautiful thing. So in courting or any relationship you find yourself, try and identify the right person for you to do life with. Thank you. And see you guys
next
month.
Thank you.
All right, thank you, Mr. Pedro, for this awesome time. And then I also want to use this medium to thank every audience who have sat for these long hours listening to us. I have just one or two things to say, which is one, know your potentials, know your worth, have value. Always know that no matter, irrespective of the gender, just have potentials and know your worth. Based on what you come up with will actually attract the level of person you tend to have in the future. So whatever you're doing, also remember to set boundaries, because when you break the barricade of boundaries, then that means you're introducing a privacy. Thank you.
Wow. I want to say a big thank you to everyone. First, also, I want us to give a round of applause for the Tribeca Hotel. I mean, they both saw this vision, the family clinic, and she first of all picked interest. And when I went to meet the husband, I mean, it was a different thing entirely, and she called me one night. I think she chatted me and said, I want to give you this facility for free for this edition. So we didn't pay a dime. Everything you see, this place is, this edition is proudly sponsored by the Tribeca. We want to thank the both of you. Like she said, she's a fan of marriage. And she had said a lot and told us that on this family clinic journey, and himself, that they are with us 100. So they are already a family inside family clinic. So we want to thank you for this opportunity, and we are grateful for everything. And also to every of our audience, we want to thank you, for coming. Thank you. This is what we want to do. And we would have played our 10 years plan, but I think they were not able to fix that. So for the next edition, we're going to be playing the 10 years plan for you to see what we want to do, what we want to achieve in 10 years. So this has come to stay, but we just started here from Asaba, but we are moving to the nations of the world. So it is not here. We want to reshape people's mind. We want to let them know that marriage can work, and it can work perfectly. So that is the idea and the vision of Family Clinic. Thank you very much for joining us tonight. I mean, it's wonderful having you guys tonight. Thank you, and see you next month, Friday. God bless you. Don't worry, you'll be having them more. Me and Ambassador, we are together. Thank you so much.